Ah, Namaste. 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 In this very night, in this very moment, this day, this awakening, this time of essence, this is your moment, beloved, divine beings. My darling humans, you are in the very center, within the center. You have allowed yourselves to be drafted into the various illusions around you. Illusions that have given you a sense of well-being, a sense of home, a sense of connection, a sense of safety. And yet, these illusions, although they have affected you within that which is the outer human, the outer woman, the outer man, fortunately, we hope and we see and we perceive they have not affected the inner man, the inner woman, the divinity. Although there are those that will listen to this and they will be repelled because that which is the divine is unsettling to those who have no vision, no awareness, or cannot comprehend the full extension, the full totality of the divine. For the divine does not ask you to be humanly divine. The divine asks you to be divinely human. It is in this frame, it is in this place that you are then able to connect from this centrality of you into the wider energy that is around you, that is you. For this is the toroidal energy. This is the circular energy that has been intersecting and connecting with you from time immemorial. It is that which is the definitive essence, the vibration. It is your mark upon the universe. Like each and every individual has a essence within them that when they make the sound, It is never repeated by another. It is yours. It is your imprint. It is the tapestry within you that is reflected upon the outer being. And in this human world that you are living within, this make-believe illusion that has been crafted around you to keep you from seeing the truth, that is the very vision inside of you, yet it is being hidden from without of you, you are allowing yourselves to become small. Oh, Kuthumi, why are you speaking this? Tobias has given us great insights and heights of joy. Savita has spoken to us of the I am. And now you come in and you are bringing us down. No, I am taking you on a story. I am taking you into the very depths of the validity that is your experience. For you are in a place, you are in a moment of choice. Every moment you breathe is a moment of choice, a moment of connection. And every moment of connection that you choose to be in power and divine strength and will, is a moment that you grow. Every moment that you choose out of fear and comfort of that which is the stable way of being is a moment that you digress and you de-evolve. You may feel as if you are still the same. You may feel as if you are growing, but if you are coming from a position that is human, grounded in fear and comfort, and what is good for you, not because it challenges you, but it makes you comfortable, you are not growing, you are de-evolving. But if you are coming from a moment, a place where you are challenged, where you are pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone, where you are expending the energy, when you are coming from a divine choice, a divine will, a divine sense of knowing that you may not be in the most perfect place, humanity, but you are being in the perfect place of the divine. This will then allow you to see and recognize that you are indeed in a place that is of growth, of the greater growth, of the divine growth, of that which is the inner you. For have I not said to you each time I have come through and spoken in a message, I have said, you are the divine. The divine is within you. The divine center. The masculine, the feminine, the divine balance therein. This is who you are. And yet it has fallen upon ears that are only half opened. I will not say deaf ears because you have heard, but they are not fully open. There is a shift, a change within the very vibration of this world at this particular moment, of this beautiful time of change on this place you call Earth, and the many next door neighbors, the many realms that river out from it. So you must come to the awareness. You should delve into the various unspoken realities, dear ones, to begin to see that your world is smaller than what you think. And yet it is part of a conglomeration, it is part of that which is a greater consciousness. It is made up of very many layers or rings that surround it. And you are able to pass through these various places and you will begin to see that you are interacting and interconnecting with various species that you would call alien, but they are not. Perhaps they are a more evolved position of human or Terran or Gaian, whatever label that you wish to place upon yourself at this moment. And we would ask of you, I would ask of you at this moment, that you would begin to use the divine center, the divine core, the sovereign being that is you, that is connected to your toroidal energy, that should be continually weaving its way through you. And as it continues to weave its way through you, then you will begin to see that it is indeed connecting to the various realms around you, as well as the various toroidal energies of those that are around you, in truth and dignity and consciousness of that which is the vibrational truth. It is one thing to come into a place of meditation to begin to prepare oneself, but you must come from a place of meditation, dear ones, where you are empty from your own conscious thoughts. And you are allowing the thoughts that are in there of the thoughts that will challenge you. And they are placed by the divine. It is in this moment that you begin to see that you are more than just the human vessel that allows healing to come through. That you are more than just the human vessel that allows teaching to come through. But you are part of that divine flow of energy. For without you, the divine flow is not directed in the direction that it is being placed. Yes, it will flow, but it will only be connected by those who are aware of it. And if there are those that are not aware of it, then they will not see it nor feel it. Like how many times have you walked upon the surface of the earth? And Gaia has been speaking to you and said, beneath your feet are rivers of gold. Beneath your feet is precious water. Beneath your feet are gemstones as big as your hand, ready for the picking, but you do not hear it. And so you wander past, away from the riches and the blessing of Gaia. Oh, do not consider me a fool, for this has happened to many people. There are some that have stopped and listened, and they have dug, they have shifted the earth, and they have found what Gaia has for them. Unfortunately, they have not just kept it for themselves, for this is what Gaia has gifted to them, but they go and they shout it from the rooftops, and then Gaia is pillaged and raped, because being human, you want to be egoic. You want to be saying, look at me, this is what I have, instead of blessings and honor to that which is the divine, providing for me. But what is it that is worth more than gold in your life? What is it that is worth more than silver? It is the very heartbeat that is within you. For it is within the very heartbeat that the very gold essence is being pulsated around your physiology, that is bringing to you the very divine healing. And as you begin to activate within this the very essence of the gold and the silver and the chromium and the calcium and all the other matters, the zincs, as you begin to activate each of these particular particles inside of you, you will begin to see your physiology changing. Obviously, if you do not want to change, then do not connect. It is simple. But beloved darlings, remember this. You are in the place of great, significant awakening. And I say awaken because within the very depths of the waters of the divine river that flows in and around you are elements that are whispering to you, wake up, wake up, wake up. For that which has been your journey so far has in many ways still been the dream. And it is time, my children, to begin to awaken. It is my time to remind you that you are indeed asleep still. And you must reawaken unto the truth that many of you are being lulled back into a sense of security that is not secure. Both in that very realm of humanness and that in the very realm of the energy of being. It is time that you become more conscious of that which is your own teachings. The teachings that you are divining for yourself out of your meditative time with the universe. It is not time to rely solely on that which you are coming from other people. No. It is the time that you must rely within the very heartbeat of that which is your truth. For otherwise, what we have taught you over these many years is but dung upon your particular feet. If you have not learnt anything from us, if you have not delved into the very truths, then why have you not done something about it? We are asking you in very truth. We are asking you to be in that which is the very essence of that which is your awareness, to become awakened unto the very truth, the truth of your reason for being in the places that you are, the places that you are being in this very moment. For Kali did not come and call all her followers and demand of the blood of the sacrifice. No, 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 no. It was humanity that turned around and said, Kali demands. Kali is a great leader, a great mouthpiece of the gods. And I have followed her for many, 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 many lifetimes. And yes, I was there in the madness of the blood. For yes, many people have feared her, for she is like death, but she is also birth. She is also life. You must come to the realization that death and life are in the one thing. And you must begin to see that you are both the death and the life of your own being and your own existence, of that which is the truth of you. And what you have chosen, what you have allowed to occur within your own sphere of influence is your truism. It is your death and it is your life. And how you begin to expedite this is your journey. But you must begin in that very realm to awaken. To awaken beyond that which is your awareness of now. For you are still asleep. And it is time to awaken. We have been saying to you, wake up, for many years. Many years. We have said, are you ready? Are you ready for that which is to come? Are you ready for that which is to be presented to you? And you have looked at what is unfolding. You have looked at what is being portrayed and you have said, oh, cannot be true. Oh, that cannot be true. Oh, this cannot be true. Oh, this is too far-fetched. And we say, are you ready? For there is but more to be exposed, more to come into your ways of being. I am not speaking fear, I am speaking the actualities of what is energetically happening around your globe, around your particular place of being. My darlings, we are in a place where we are coming into the awareness that we need to realize within ourselves of the very essence of truth, of the divine centeredness of that which is us. For as we drop into that which is the sovereign being is not like the human. The sovereign being is not indeed the vibration of humanity, it is indeed the vibration of the divine. For when you look upon the sovereign, what do you see but perfection? You see the very DNA blueprint of who you are, of the very essence of your first creative moment. It is in that particular moment that you begin to see, yes, the strengths of who you are, the strengths of what you are. In the very moment of being of that which is your sovereign connection, what do you feel? You feel the power coming into you. It is not human power. It is not egoic power. It is the power of the divine coming into you. The power that is also truly the sweetest essence of all. For it empowers you to be in the very fullness of your own awareness. To sit and to stand and to commune with both the divine and the human. But from a place of being, of knowing that you are sovereign. That you are in the sovereignty of being within yourself, the divine reflected to the masses. Does this make you God? Does this make you a guru? Does this make you special? Yes and no. That is the dichotomy. For it makes you unique. It sets you apart unto a certain ilk of being. It separates you from those who are not seeking, not awakened, not connected to the divine. It is like those who gather around the Ganges. We have those who are of the temple keepers. And yet we would look upon these temple keepers and they would have a way about them that does not seem real. And so you must check within yourself, is this a true representation of the temple keeper or is it not? Are they there just for the alms? because they do not want to go and create another way of being for themselves? Or is it because they are there because they truly are connecting to all of the energies, all the gods of the temples? You see, my darlings, when you come to the Ganges, it is filthy. If you were to look with the eyes of man, it is filthy, disease-ridden. Let us be truly honest. In the human world, there is effluent there. There is dead people floating, bones in the water. It is perhaps the most polluted river in the world. But if we go in the energy of what it is the most divine river. It is full of healing. It is full of truth, purity. It takes a strong energy to know that when they enter into this water, they are not affected. You see, the divine within you will go into the water, will go into the poison, into the viper's nest, will consume that which is deadly. Because when they know in the divinity of who they are, with the truth of who they are, knowing that they are indeed in a place of being, of balance, not of ego, not wanting to show off, but to truly know that they are in this place of the deep place of knowing that they are one, that they truly are the child of the gods, they truly are the child of that which is the source creator, then they will come and they will know nothing can harm them. And I would ask, is this of you? Is this how you see yourself? Is this how you see yourself? For it is in this manner that you must become the truth for yourself. In this moment of being, there is a vision around many of you, a vision of a better world, a safer world. Your world is never going to be the same unless you choose to revert back to what you truly know is your truth, to walk away from the lies that have been presented to you as truth. For you must, and I say must, come to your own conclusions of what the divine is for you, where your divinity sits, for what you have created, my dears, what you've created and what you are creating, no matter where you are in the world. You must realize that you are in creator mode. When you are in creator mode and you are connected to the divine, the outcome is immediate. When we look upon the very sacred geometry of the worlds, of the planets, of the galaxies, and we come into this realization that within the very vibration of the very sacredness of the geometry, we begin to see that not everything is in that which is the same. No. There are variances. Variances within that which is the very dimensions. Whereas you begin to take the angulations of the very central places and the angles and the mathematical equations, you will begin to see that as the particular planets move into the orbitaries, as you begin to move with them and you bring the dimensions in and you begin to do the circumnavigation, as you begin to do the mathematicals with pi, with the tri, with psi, as you begin to see all of these things coming in together, you'll begin to plot. Not only will you begin to plot the visions and the very travel directions of what you need to do, but you'll be able to plot where the next stars will begin to come around. And so it is that you'll be able to make the maps of the heavens. And as you begin to do this, you'll begin to see your past and your present and how they overlap. But I would say to you, beyond this, take away the trigonometry, take away all of the mathematical discoveries that even I have put in front of you. I, Pythagoras. For you do not need the angulations and the set squares. You do not need to know how many degrees are in this and that. What you are to observe is how the heavens move around you and in you and with you For the heavens move around you in a very unique way. They move in a way that can at any moment reverse upon themselves. And this is why it is very important to be diligent and observe the night skies, to see where the planets are traveling, the stars are traveling. For you see, my dears, they will move. And if you are not aware, you will not register when they have reversed their trajectory. It is indeed a time where you are to begin to become more aware of what is occurring around your globe, around your world, around your galaxy, around your skies. For in the time that I was alive, there were many variances that were beginning to occur. Very strange occurrences. And henceforth we have discovered that many things were set on their head. Many truths were lost. If we had observed and listened to what the messages were telling us, perhaps things would have been different. But we are here in this time and in this moment, and my message to you is this, that you would begin to be observant. Begin to be observant of all that is around you, because in this very moment of being, you must observe before you speak. Listen before you speak. And in all things, remain silent unless it is absolutely necessary to speak. For the words that you speak are impulsive. Do not be impulsive. Think, consider, be conscious of the words that come from the mouthpiece. For your words are precious, let them be few. So you see, my darlings, no matter where I am within that which is my control of consciousness, of which experience that I am divining through, all the messages are the same. It is up to you to be conscious of that which is your truth, of that which is your observation, of that which is your creation. And if that you begin to see the method of our madness, so to speak, as we, the Ascended Masters, begin to bring through the nuggets and the stitchings of gold and silver truths into your lives, you'll begin to see that it is truly a river in full flood of energetic energy, spiritual water, to come into your lives to begin to quench the thirst, to begin to quench the questions. For many of you have come searching. What do I do? Do I look to this? Do I look to that? Do I entertain this? Do I entertain that? Is this the only group that has my answers? No, there is many groups. But perhaps it is in this place that you will get your true answers and triggers and buttons. Because truly, we are endeavoring to ensure that you are shaken from the roots to the top, and from the top to the roots. That you shed your leaves and your fruit, so that you may see truly who you are in the great divine being that you are. For you truly are interwoven. You have the divine masculine, you have the divine feminine. It is time to stand, to become the reality You would say to me, but Kuthumi, how do I put this in everyday life? What is this message for? How do I put what I'm hearing tonight into my life? You take it into your workplaces. You take it into your families. And you be the being that you are. And you begin to resonate change. You begin to speak your truth as you see and know your truth. Not what makes you safe. Not what makes you comfortable. But that which challenges you. That which makes you uncomfortable and comfortable enough to grow. And comfortable enough to make you consider your words wisely. Not to just agree for the sake of agreeing. But why am I agreeing? What is the outcome of my agreement? What is my agreement going to tie me into? Because you may agree with somebody just, oh yeah, that's a good idea. And that good idea now has a right to interfere with your life. Because you agreed it was a good idea. So therefore that good idea, even though you may not like it, you may not want it, you may not desire it in your life, but you said it was a good idea and you agreed it was a good idea. So therefore it has every right to influence you. Has every right to inflict upon you. To tie you up into the agreement that you said was a good agreement. So before you agree on anything, before you say an oath, before you swear allegiance, before you do anything, it is always wise to consider what you are saying. It is always wise to consider what you are agreeing to, whether it is verbal or written. Which is why we are often saying to you, we are the divine. Who are you? I am the I am. Who are you? What is your resonance? What is your vibration? Where are you in this I am moment? Not because we want to play games, not because we want to consider you children, but because we are bringing you to a standard of acceptance, bringing you to a place where you are equal. We are not trying to trick you. We are not attempting to do anything of the sort. Rather, we are attempting to bring you to the eye-opening, the eye-popping moment where you will begin to go, oh, oh, oh. And you will begin to see the truths. Because as we begin to move from these moments, you will begin to see more of the influences of how we are going to stitch you into the toroidal teachings and begin to expand you further. How you will begin to see how everything is flowing from one thing into the other. How you will begin to see the agendas that have been placed upon humanity. From simple things like the climate to other things of governmental extortion. But we are not here to teach you politics. Nor are we here to teach you how to do geology. But we are here to teach you of the energy of what is affecting you. The energy of what is in this moment, of for above and for below. For realization of that which is constant is the connection of the two. And the second is always reflecting what is above. We are not treating you like children. We are treating you as equals. And in the tongue of my last incarnation, I see you. May you see me too. Namaste.